Welcome everyone, and thanks for joining us for our Tech Training Thursday. Today we have Amber Ybarra with us. She is a teacher at Garza Pena Elementary and one of our CITs, and she's going to show you 5 ways to use Canva in the classroom. So Amber, take it away.
Alrighty, thank you so much. So, hold on. There we go. So like Debbie said, my name is Amber Ybarra. This is my third year as a special education resource teacher. So I normally work with students with IEPs in the general education setting. This is also my second year as the campus instructional technologist. So just a little overview of what we're going to go over. I have 5 different things that I want to show you guys of how to use Canva in the classroom. This first one is going to be more geared for the teachers. It's more for you to use. And these other 4 are more for your students to use. So we have editing worksheets and PDFs, beginning of year activity, project-based learning projects, Delpa's practice, and then student digital portfolios. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so the first one I want to show you is the editing worksheets and PDFs. So I don't know if it's ever happened to any of you guys, but it happens to me a lot, especially because I'm a resource teacher. I come across things that I want to use with my students that just doesn't work for everybody, especially because my kids are all on different levels. I have something that might work for one, but won't work for another. So I have found this hack with Canva where you can edit PDFs or worksheets so that way you can kind of differentiate or personalize in different ways. So I'm going to go ahead and show you that. Okay, so here I have this worksheet that I was using with some of my kiddos. We're working on place value. And as you can see, it is a 3-digit number. However, I have some students who are still working on 2-digit numbers, so this wouldn't really work for them, but I really like the activity and I still want them to be able to do the same activity as the other kids. But like I said, I want it to be differentiated. So what you can do is, and I'm going to jump over, can you guys still see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So once you're in Canva, you're going to take that, whatever worksheet it is, that PDF that you want to edit. And so I already have it here downloaded. So I'm going to grab it and drag it right into Canva. And you can see that it's loading here. And once you open it up, now that PDF is completely editable. So I can go ahead and change those numbers. Instead of a 3-digit number, I can change it into a 2-digit number. So I use this constantly because, like I said, I'm always differentiating for my students. So I'm always, putting stuff into Canva, changing it so that it works for all of my students, and it's really cool. Now, it's not perfect, so like you can see here that it kind of put these words together. So you do kind of have to go in and edit it a little bit, but it's really not hard to do. So it's a really cool hack if you're like me and like to edit certain things and like that. So there you go. That's super easy, quick hack that I wanted to share. Okay. The second thing I wanted to share is a beginning of year activity. So this is like, I see it a lot in the classrooms that in the beginning of the year, the teachers will do like those all about me activities where they have the kids color and stuff. Which is really cool. But of course, I like to push technology, right? So I was telling my teachers that next year I really want them to do this. So basically it's the All About Me project, but it is digital. So it's on Canva. And it's great because, you use it to get to know your students. You can use it as an icebreaker for the kids to get to know each other. And then, of course, you're starting the year off with digital skills. So that way, you started off in the beginning of the year, and that way it's a little bit easier to start introducing more technology-based things throughout the year. So I'm going to go ahead and show you that one. So this is one that I already pre-made, and I'm going to show you that, and then I'm going to show you how to create it. So this is just one, I looked up a template and all I did was fill in the information. So it's pretty simple, but you can get super creative with it. And so I'm going to show you that in just a second. So all I did was I filled in my information, I uploaded a photo, and what you can do is you can have the kids, you can present it for them on the screen and have the kids come up and present it themselves to the students. So I thought that was really cool. So now I'm going to show you how I created it. So all you do is you go to the home page and you can look up all about me. Oops. And then there's so many templates that you can choose from. And you can either leave it up to the student to be creative and choose their own template, or if you want to choose a template for them to use, you find one that you like. So like this one, for example, you can customize it. I would say get it ready. Like if you're going to have one template that you want them to use, get it ready ahead of time and then share it with them. Or you can, like I said, let them go free and choose their own template that they want to use. But it's pretty cool what they can do with it. They don't have to, like the one that I did, I just kind of typed in there, but they can get really creative. There's so many things that you can do. Here on the side, there's elements, so they can add in pictures, they can add in videos. There's so many things that they can look up that they can add. So like, let's say for right here where it says my name is, they can add in some text and they can get really fun with it. It doesn't have to be like regular text. There's really like cool pre-made text that they can use, like any of these. They would just edit it to make it their own. And just like that. And there you go. And then they just start editing other stuff. So like this one, I'm blank years old. They can even, instead of putting text for the numbers, if you look up numbers under the elements, there are pictures or graphics that they can use. So like I'm going to tell you my age, I'm 26. So they can put in the number 2 and then the number 6. And so it's a really fun way to get creative and start teaching them how to use Canva. Because I really like Canva for lots of different projects. So showing them how to use it right in the beginning of the year is really great because then they already they're familiar with it. So when you start introducing other stuff throughout the year, it's a little bit easier for them. So then, yeah, they can, mess around with it, get creative. Now, one thing I did want to mention that I thought was really cool is I know my boys are very, picky, like, oh, pink is for girls. So if you go to design and then go to styles, you can actually change the color without having to find another template that, better suits them. You can just choose a style or a color that they would like, and it changes the whole color of it. So same template, but just a different color that would work better for them. Okay, so now once you're, before, I'm going to delete this just so I can show you. Once you're ready to share it with them, once you have the template ready and you want to share, you're going to click the share button. Now, you're not going to click copy link right here, access level, not this one, because then this will give them access to this specific file, and then you're going to have everybody editing it. So what you're going to do is you're going to go down here to where it says see all, and you're going to share the template link with them. So this is basically, it's going to prompt them to make a copy on their own Canva account. And that way they're creating their own. They're not editing this specific one. Okay. And yeah, I thought that was a really cool way, a cool twist on the, normal All About Me project. All right. The next one that I'm going to show you is how to use the Canva for project-based learning. So everybody should be pretty much familiar with this. This is something that we've been doing for a while now. But I know that with the district, I think a lot of the suggested ones to use is like Google Slides. But I have been telling my teachers, try and get your students to use Canva. It's great. It's amazing. Especially because like it has a lot of multimedia elements. Like I showed you earlier, the like pictures and the graphics that they can use. So it makes it a little bit more fun and creative. And then, of course, it is very user-friendly once they get the hang of using it. And then it does foster creativity because, they can get creative with it and not just have to use like the basic of what they're used to. So I'm going to show you that one next. So I was talking to a teacher of mine, a coworker of mine, and I suggested that she should have some of her kids do one of the projects on Canva. So she did have one of her students do it. So this is one of the projects. What they had to do here, so here they have the template, I'm sorry, the title page, and then the instructions, and this is the actual project that they did. And so I believe what they had to do was they were supposed to get a vocabulary word, a science vocabulary word, and they were supposed to include the definition and pictures that would help define that vocabulary word. So that's what they did here. So I thought it was really cool. I really like using Canva because you can get very creative with it. So I'm actually going to show you, we're going to choose a different vocabulary word, and I'm going to show you really quickly how to do it just so you can see that it's super simple and easy to do. So I'm going to go ahead and add a page, and I'm going to change the background color to white, and I'm going to choose the word precipitation. That's the science word that I want to use. So I'm going to start by adding in the text. So you can either add in regular text and change the font, or you can use, like I said, one of these fun ready-made text. So I'm going to use this one. And I don't need that, so I'm going to take that part off. So I have my vocabulary word. Now I need the definition. So for this, I am just going to add in a text box. And I'm going to go to Google because I'm sure that's what the students will do and look up the definition. All right, so here is the definition. I'm going to copy that and paste it right into that text box. All right, there we go. We have the definition. So then next we need to add in those photos that help define precipitation. So based on the definition, it says rain, snow, sleet, or hail. So I'm going to find elements for each of those. So I'm going to go to the elements option, and I'm going to type in rain. So now they have different things that they can add in. They can add in videos, photos, graphics. I'm going to look through the graphics and see what I find. I like this one because it's animated, so I'm going to add that one in. Next one I'm going to do is snow. So same thing, we look up snow and see, right now it's under the graphics, but you could also pick a picture. I like this one. Okay, next it says sleet, and if they're not familiar, of course, they're going to have to do their research, so they could probably go and look up, what's sleet. But we already know what it is, so I know this one would probably work. And then hail. And I like this one. And there you go. It's done. Super simple. Of course, they are able to get as creative as they would like to, but I just wanted to show you really quickly that it is super easy and simple to use. And of course, the more that they use it, the better at it that they get. So really cool. The next one that I'm going to show you is the Telpas practice. So this year, I did show some of my teachers that they could use this. So I did have a couple of them use it. I'm not going to show their results because I don't want to show their recordings, so I'm going to show you mine. So this is a really great way to practice the speaking portion of the Telpas because on Canva it has like the recording option. So they're able to record themselves responding to a prompt, and then they can play it back, and once they watch themselves, they're able to self-reflect, and that helps build confidence. So it's a really great option. So let me show you that now. So what I would recommend is definitely creating the template ahead of time. So find the prompt that you're going to want them to use. So all I did is I went onto Google and I looked up Telpas prompts. I found a photo and I got the prompt. I entered it here with the text box. And on the actual Telpas test, it does have like a speaking button so that it reads the question or the prompt to them. So I did, what are these people about to do? I don't know if you guys could hear that. I put my voice, I recorded myself reading the prompt so that they could hear it. So I'm going to show you guys how to create the template, and that way you can share it with them. And then I'm going to show you how they would, use it to respond. So it's super, super simple. You're going to find the photo that you're going to use for the prompt. So like I said, I just Googled, I went to the TEA website and I found some prompts. So I already have it uploaded. So you're just going to upload it here to Canva, and this is the one that I chose. Okay, enter in that photo. You're going to enter a text box so that you can put in the prompt. And I believe the prompt said, what is the boy asking his mom? Okay. So now to add in the voice, we're going to go to uploads. And right here where it says record yourself, you're going to go ahead and click on that. And hopefully you guys can still see this. So when you're ready, I have the camera off, so it's up to you. You can either turn the camera on, but really it's mostly just for the voice. So I leave the camera off and I go ahead and record. And I'm just going to record myself reading that prompt. What is the boy asking his mom? When you're ready, you click done, and then you're able to listen to it. What is the boy asking his mom? Okay, so if you like it, you can save and exit. If you don't like it and want to re-record, you would click delete and record it again. So I liked it. I'm going to go ahead and click save. What is the boy asking his mom? And so now it automatically gets put into your prompt. Okay, so now I'm going to show you really quickly. Once you're ready, it's done and I'm ready to share with my students. You're going to, same thing as earlier. You're going to go to the share button. And instead of clicking the copy link right here, you don't want that because then they're all going to be editing on this page. You want to go to the template link and share that with them because then they're able to make a copy and edit it on their own page. Okay, so once you've done that and you shared the link with them, I would suggest that they can either create a new page and start editing on this one, or they can just start responding directly onto this page. So what they can do is same thing. It's the exact same thing as what we just did when we recorded the prompt. You're going to have them go to uploads, record yourself, and here is where they're going to respond to that prompt. I think the boy is asking the mom if he can go play in the water because he is pointing to the water and it looks fun. Okay, so they're able to, once they record, they're able to click the play button, see if they like it. I think the boy is asking the mom if he can go play in the water because he is pointing to the water and it looks fun. Okay, so I like it. I'm going to click save. And it automatically uploads. I think the boy is asking the mom and so they can, of course, if you want to let them get creative with it, they can decorate it, change the background and stuff. But really, if you just want them to, practice this is really all they need. They can upload it there and then share it with you. And then you can also see how they're doing. And it's great for them because they self-reflect, they can go back and listen to it and see their progress and, catch those mistakes and fix them. So really cool. And that's it for that one. The last one that I want to share with you is the student digital portfolios. So portfolios in general are really great because, of course, it showcases the students' work. But I really like the idea of doing a digital portfolio and having the students create it because, for one, they can self-reflect, they can see their progress and their growth from the beginning of the year to the end of the year. And then, of course, it develops digital skills because they're the ones creating it. They're the ones editing it, making it creative. So I really like this idea. So I'm going to go ahead and show you that now. So I'm going to show you the one that I already pre-created, kind of go through it, and then I'm going to show you how I created it. So this is what I created. I just have the title page, my name. The next page is just a little about me. It's got my picture, and I put I am a 4th grade student. But they could put like a little bio, whatever they want to include about themselves. Then depending on how you want to set it up or how they want to set it up, They can, you know, split it between semesters or reporting periods. So I just put semester 1, and these would be my projects for semester 1. So what I did is I linked each project. So like all of these projects that I just showed you that we created throughout the year, I linked them to each picture. So every time you click on it, it takes you directly to that project that you created or that they created. Okay, so I have the all about me, I have the Telpas prompt. And then this last one I left blank so that I can show you how I linked it. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to that project, whatever project it is that they're going to want to share or link. So I'm going to use that PBL. This thing is in the way. Hold on. Sorry, guys. There we go. Okay. So I'm going back to the PBL that student created. You're going to click on the share button. And same thing, you're not going to want to do this one because then whoever accesses it can, you know, edit it or whatever. So we just want the public view link. I'm going to click that. Copy. And I'm going to come back over here. Oh, you know what? Actually, first, I like to take, so what I was doing is I like a little picture. So I just took a quick screenshot of the project. So I'm going to come back over here. And I use my snippet tool. And I took like a little snippet of that photo, of the title page. Save it. So then when we come back, we can go to uploads, upload files. Oh, hello, there it is. And then I'm going to upload that screenshot that I just took. And then we input it into that little thing right here. Now, if you're like me, I'm a perfectionist and I don't like that it's like cut off. So if you double click it, you're able to kind of like move it around a little bit. You can make it smaller, make it bigger. I think it's as good as it's going to get. So like that, click done. Now we can go ahead and link that picture, the link to the photo. So you're going to right click on the photo right here where it says link. That's where you're going to paste that link that you copied. Oh, okay, got to go do it again. Sorry, 1 second. Okay, so share, public view link, copy link. And now we can paste it. There we go. And that is how you link the projects, and then they can name it. This is the PBL project. And so then when they click on it, it takes them straight to that project that they already have created. So whoever's viewing their student portfolio, like their parents or whoever they want to show it to, can view it just like this. Now, really quickly, I'm going to go back to show you where or how I created it. It was super easy, just like the All About Me. You go to the home page. And you can just look up, loading. You can look up portfolio. Oops. And there are so many different options that they can choose from. So, you know, like you can, like I said, you can create a template or choose one that you want them to use or give them free range and have them come on here and choose one that they like for themselves. And that's super simple. Then they just edit it and include all the information that you want them to include. And that is it. Thank you guys so much for joining my training. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope they were all really cool or that you liked the ideas.
I loved it. There's so many uses for Canva, and
Yes.
You just made it look so simple today.
Sorry, I don't know if I was rushing. I was like, I kept looking at the time and I really wanted to show everything.
That's a problem.
But yeah,
We never have
it
enough time.
is, yeah. Once you kind of like play with it a lot, the more that you play with it, the easier it gets. So yeah.
Awesome. If anybody has any questions, let us know.
Thank you.
And
Well, I wanted to ask her a question
Mhm.
on that PDF file. If we buy something from Teacher Pay Teacher and it says that we could edit it, could we download it on the Canva and also edit it ourselves through there or not?
I'm not sure. I mean, I want to say like if you buy something and it says that it's editable, they usually include like the PowerPoint options where it automatically is editable. But like I think it should work either way. Like if you download the PDF version and upload that, it automatically makes it editable.
Okay, okay. I was because I tried to do it, like it told me that it said that I was able to edit it, but
Mhm.
I was trying and I couldn't, so I said maybe since I saw it right now, maybe I could do that.
Yeah, try it. If it doesn't work, send me a message and I can definitely help you with that.